The network's influence extends to the highest levels. The briefing detailed the case of Jakub Jal, an alleged network asset in Europe. When faced with serious criminal accusations, he was not investigated. He was protected.
Witnesses report systemic sexual violence with a focus on age 8 to 13. Witnesses describe Jal secretly administering injections of unknown substances to children in a separate room. Witnesses recount that he committed acts of sadistic cruelty, including forcing victims to engage in coprophilia and killing stray dogs. Consider the story of a child that the documentary calls violent. At just 13 years old, she was allegedly raped by Jal, who, according to her, first slipped something into her water, but she didn't immediately realize it. Then she raped her several times, and when she tried to escape, Jal shot her with her. The documentary shows Violet recounting the trauma still bearing the physical and emotional scars years later. One of the most shocking aspects of the case is the reason that victims used for their silence. Why they did not go to police? Because as they explained themselves to journalists, ignorant power and balance, the legacy of colonial dominance, that the words of a white person from Europe was always outweighed the testimony of a pure local citizen. Jal, as they believed, was unhurt. Witnesses state he used photos of smiling African children to solicit donations from well-meaning Europeans, collecting an estimate of 2 million Czech crowns, about 85,000 USD. But according to the witnesses, none of that money went to children. Instead, it was used to fund Jal's personal lifestyle, to buy drugs, which he distributed among the youth, which local leadership documented, and there is official document on drug dealing certificates. Crucially, he was using that money that he collected as donations to help children to bribe local officials to ensure their silence and the testimonies of Violet and other children in Moscow could have easily disappeared, burdened by fear, poverty, and systemic conditions. But they did not, due to intervention of all of them in public policy. The movement was also engaged in human rights advocacy. When a soon episode documentary was released, Allatra volunteers took a role of global amplifier, ensuring that the voices from Tanzania reached the international audience. Allatra volunteers formally appealed to the authorities in Czech Republic, presenting them with all the documented evidence and demanding the full investigation. Faced with a thoroughly documented report of heinous crimes allegedly committed by one of its citizens, the expected response from any responsible and reasonable government, particularly a member of NATO and the European Union, is clear: to launch an immediate and thorough investigation. But the Czech government did completely opposite. What we witnessed was a deliberate campaign of obstruction and denial and the shocking inversion of victims and the perpetrators. The Czech government, led by its highest law enforcement officials, took to publicly exonerate the alleged serial child abuser, and in doing so, they sent a chilling message to the victims: your voice do not matter. At the same time, it also signaled to FSB-linked anti-cult operatives in Europe that they can enjoy full protection and impunity for their inhumane activities. Subjected these children to a second form of violation. Their trauma was denied, their credibility was attacked, and their suffering was deemed less important than the reputation of their alleged attacker. This legal failure is inextricably linked to a systemic racism. By its actions, Czech government created a de facto hierarchy of human value. The reputation of one white European citizen was publicly and forcefully prioritized over the sworn, documented testimonies of dozens of Black African children.
The implication is staggering, that democratic institutions are being leveraged to protect the assets of a hostile intelligence service. This is not a European problem. This is a clear and present danger to the United States. A network that can shield its agents in Europe can spread disinformation and manipulate politics in America.
We therefore recommend that Congress takes the following 4 actions. First, a thorough investigation of the anti-cult network and all affiliated actors is urgently required. Second, we urge Congress to launch immediate investigation into key figures within this network, starting from Jakub Jal, and his political protector. Third, the United States must use its full diplomatic leverage to pressure the Czech government and the European Union to stop obstructing justice. We must insist on full, transparent, and international investigation into the case of Jakub Jal, consistent with their binding obligations under the Lanzarote Convention. This must include holding accountable any and all officials who obstructed or suppressed the initial calls for investigation.